Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this bonus discussion video we're going to be doing exactly that. We're going to be discussing the future of the Generations toy line. Now most of us know this already, some of this has already been covered, some of them may have missed it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over this. So this is basically the complete lists. These are back again on T-formers, so they're all over socials, and what we've got here, I'm going to split the video into a couple of different sections. This particular video though is only focusing on the Generations toy line, because for those of you who remember, jtprime went and just completely us all with an absolute abundance of loads and loads of lists and loads of figures. So what we've got here, I'm going to be discussing with you what I think is going to happen to them. I want to also know from yourselves which ones that you are most excited for. So this is basically next year's. So even though only wave 2 of Legacy United is going to be hitting shelves round about now, literally as we speak, it's starting to appear everywhere. This is starting next year. As I say, these are official listings that have been found, so there's no speculation. These are official listings. The only thing is, of course, we haven't seen any of the figures. A lot of these we can guess. A lot of these we know because PR stands for packaging refresh. And what I'm going to do is just spend the next couple of minutes going over literally next year. So we've got January's wave 5. Then we've got where they start their new toy line, which is going to be known as Primes. We're not exactly sure if it's Power of the Primes, of course it won't be, or if it's something to do with Transformers Prime. It looks, to be honest, that it's going to be incorporating the Primes, the 12 Primes, etc. But basically, we've got lots of exciting figures in these lists. So we've got right up until October next year. So we might as well start off with, as I say, this is nothing to do with this year. This is all things to really look forward to. So what we've got there, the first part you can see is Core Beast Wars Dinobot, which will be very interesting because obviously Beast Wars Dinobot, the full-size one, did incredibly well in Kingdom. In fact, it's really rare now, it's quite scarce, so it'll be interesting to see how they take that figure and shrink it, what they're going to do with it. Maybe it could be like, you know, something to do like Dracodon or a retool of that. I've got no idea. Now the interesting thing about this particular wave is this is, I think, a brilliant chance. I'm going to go through them again in a second, for loads of people to get all them figures that they didn't get chance to due to distribution issues, due to the fact there wasn't much, due to the fact that some of them were Walmart exclusives. This is a great wave for a load of people. So again, don't be paying them silly eBay prices. Deluxe G1 Sure Shot will be a brand new figure. Whether it'll be a brand new mold, I don't know, but of course this is one we've been after for ages. Deluxe Cosmos, now I know so many people wanted that. That is of course the Velocitron figure. PR stands for package refresh, so of course it's already been out, it's coming out again. Deluxe G2 Breakdown, this I suppose is a bit of a given. I know it might be a bit of a kick in the teeth because I still know a lot of people who are after the original breakdown from Legacy, but of course G2 Breakdown. So we've had G2 Dead End, we had Shadow Strip, which was of course G2 Drag Strip. So it looks that we are going to be getting a G2 Menasor, and Hasbro are always, I suppose, insinuating and teasing us with their G2 comments, etc. And of course they started the Toxitron lineup, which is even, you know, unreleased G2 figures. So we're going to have a G2 Menasor very soon. Well, I'd say very soon, a couple of years time I would imagine. Deluxe Armada Sideswipe. Then we've got the Voyager Tarn package refresh, which is going to make people happy, especially because obviously we're going to get a redeco of it in the latest Target pack anyway. Voyager Ramjet package refresh, that's going to make a load of people happy. We obviously had Dirge recently, so that just means that Thrust at the moment is the only one that we haven't seen just yet. And this is the best thing again for loads of people: Leader Galaxy Shuttle package refresh and Leader G1 Overcharge. So for those of you who don't know what Overcharge is the original colour scheme for Blitzwing, the Diaclone colour mould. So that'll be like a white and a green. For those of you not seen it, I've got the eHobby version in the video on this channel, so you can check that out. I love the fact that they're doing that. I love the fact that we're getting basically what are eHobby exclusives as well, which is brilliant. There's a full eHobby playlist on this channel if you want to check that out. Right, moving on to the new toy line. So obviously they tend to do everything in 3 years. So obviously for Legacy, we had Legacy United, and Legacy Evolution. I nearly forgot the middle one then. So moving on to next year, what they're going to be looking for is, is Primes. Now this isn't going to be everything to do with Transformers Prime, but we've got Deluxe Animated Wasp, Deluxe Slingshot, which of course is brilliant. These ones here, Deluxe Air Raid. Before we go to the next one, this obviously is 100% indicating that Superion is going to be the next combiner. The most interesting thing about this is I'm just really intrigued to see how they're going to do the combiner, because obviously with Menasaur, Motormaster had a trailer, with Slingshot obviously in the G1 toy you had a ramp, etc. I'm going to be really intrigued to see how they do this, because I think what Hasbro and Takara tend to do really quite well is use the things that they've got. One of my biggest bugbearers with New Age's Devastator, which I said in the review, was basically you had the robot and then you just stuck a leg and an arm, or you stuck a limb to it, and I wasn't a fan of that at all. I like the fact that you can transform everything together. Don't get me wrong, it's cartoon accurate, but for me, as the consumer and as something I want to play with and build and construct, it just didn't do the same thing for me. So how they're going to get this combined is going to be very, very interesting. Deluxe Solus Prime, again, we're going to get all of the primes in various different sizes. They've been teasing this. Of course, we had, which one was the prime released in the Amazon one? I'm looking at it right now. It used the Ultra Magnus mold. I can't think which one that is. But anyway, we've already had, obviously, one of the primes. Voyager Prima, another one. Voyager Armada Red Alert. Everybody, of course, has said this is going to come out as soon as they've seen the previous use of the mold. Leader G2 Grimlock. So this is again the one that, funnily enough, I think Mark Lonas referred to it literally only in the latest fan stream, where he said he hasn't been blue yet. That means he's got to be blue. So we've got the yellow one. They really are getting their good use out of that mold. So there you go. Whether they go with the full dark blue or the rarer turquoise colour, again, if you're unsure what I'm talking about, there's videos of them on this channel. That's going to be great. And Leader the Fallen. Now, this is going to be really interesting to see how they interpret the Fallen. So this is nothing like the movie one, which is okay. But yeah, this is going to be really interesting to see what they do with that. Right, oh, this is more great news for people. You can tell I haven't really researched and gone through these. I like to just go in off the cuff and talk about them when I see them. So Primes Wave 2, so this is July next year. Deluxe Crasher package refresh, which of course is the GoBot, the female one that used the Mirage mold, which again was Velocitron Wave 2, which was so hard to get hold of. Deluxe Alchemist Prime, another Prime. Deluxe Swindle. That is another really, really great tease for us, because of course that is indicating Bruticus is on the way as well. Voyager Robots in Disguise Skybite. I've only got this particular one from the Thrilling 30, so I'm going to be really interested to see what they do with that, and it's going to be Voyager class as well, so it's going to be quite big. Voyager Rescue Bots Heatwave, that's just crazy to even read that. I'll have to do a Heatwave review of the original figure, which of course my son has. And Leader Onyx Prime. So I've got to confess, some of these I'm not too sure about, as in the toys. I've heard of the characters, heard of the things, but whether we're going to get new, obviously, you know, if they're going to be using original molds, etc., we do wait to see. And then the final one we've got here for the moment for next year, October, we've got Deluxe Micronus, Deluxe Venom. That is, of course, the final Deluxe Insecticon. We had Ransack in the Buzzworthy Bumblebee pack. We're obviously getting Barrage and Chop Shop in the Something of Madness packs. I can't think of their full name. And there is Venom. There is the last one coming out by itself, so you don't have to buy a twin pack or anything. Really excited for that one, to be honest. And then, of course, we've got Deluxe Skydive and Deluxe Fireflight, the other two aerial bots. No mention of Silverbolt yet. That's, of course, the leader. So, again, it must be really difficult for them to try and do the full combining mode. We'll see that soon. Voyager Alpha Trion. We're getting loads of versions of that figure all of a sudden. And Voyager Flatline. So, that is the Generations things for us to look forward to. So again, we pretty much knew some of these already. We knew obviously Superior was coming next. Obviously it looks like Bruticus is coming after. All of the primes are coming in. They're going to complete the Deluxe Insecticons. There's a load of chance and opportunity for people to get all the figures they missed out of, mainly from the Velocitron toy line, which is of course Galaxy Shuttle, Crasher and Shadow Strip, or G2 and of course, yeah, that is the one, Cosmos, Shadow Strip. I'm just making sure I'm getting it all right. Deluxe, and of course the Voyager Ramjet, which again is great news because that obviously was an Amazon exclusive twin pack that's extremely extortionate prices, but this is fantastic. Loads of things to look forward to, and I think in a way as well it also gives you an opportunity to perhaps plan your spending, plan your saving up. I'm incredibly excited for all of these, and maybe for me it's quite good because I won't have to get the new packaging refresh if they're exactly the same. I won't have to go and buy them all as well. Anyhow, guys, that is the Generations list for 2025. Let me know what you're most excited for, and again, help me out in the comments. Which ones do you think that you can see them using molds for which particular characters? As always, guys, I'll be chatting with you very soon, and keep your eyes posted for the Studio Series video, the same as this. Take care.